You all know by now that this guy was not a good person, right? Christopher Columbus was a terrible person. He enslaved people, he participated in trafficking, he tortured people, mutilated people. His extreme cruelty was heavily documented. And he was one of the folks at the center of establishing colonialism, disrupting native traditions and livelihood. So when the last presidential administration changed Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day, it felt like moving in the right direction. We all know that the United States has a terrible time acknowledging mistakes and harm that they've done in the past. So this felt like one good step to no longer celebrate a horrible person. But if you keep up with the news, you saw President Trump is bringing Columbus Day back, trying to reclaim the explorer's legacy. Here is a post that he put out a couple months ago, claiming that the left is trying to destroy Columbus as if his legacy didn't do that by itself, somehow making it seem like we're trying to attack Italians. But we need to acknowledge that this is just another example of their defense towards the supremacist ideals that push and celebrate racial hierarchy in the United States. By calling him a true hero, they endorse the things that he did and they ignore his role on all the things that I mentioned earlier. I believe this also highlights white fragility, that by us exposing the reality of a person, they see it as an attack. But I think it's very telling the dismissal of the trauma for indigenous communities in the United States. And let's not forget that the current administration partnered with PragerU to continue to whitewash history and push a narrative about this man and the horrible history of this country. Let me just show you.
Being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no? I don't see the problem.
In case you hadn't seen that before, that's a clip from the organization that this current administration partnered up with, teaching young people that slavery was not that bad. They were talking to this fella who was defending it. This administration does a ton of things to show us that we're living on the wrong side of history, and I think this is another example. Many of us are rejecting Columbus Day, and we'll continue to call it Indigenous Peoples Day, including myself. There is so much more to say, but I'm gonna stop right here. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, everyone. Let me know what did I miss, and if you got to this part of the video, please share it to your story, repost, and leave me a comment so the algorithm is nice to us. Adios.